So I took this thing to New Hampshire because I needed another flywheel. I didn't need it, but somebody offered it to me for free. So I took it to New Hampshire and it made it all the way there fine, even though I drove this thing all the way from New York to my house in Boston. And it did fine both trips, but on the way back, I noticed I didn't have heat anymore. My battery light was on and my clutch dropped to the ground. So yeah, today I'm gonna try to figure out the belt situation. The alternator belt just kind of disappeared. I bought a new one and that drives the fan, so I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't have heat and that's why the battery wasn't charging. And as for the clutch situation, I ordered a new clutch that I have now. I ordered a SPEC stage 3 clutch along with a new master and slave cylinder, and hopefully tomorrow I can get that thing into the shop and get that started. So today I'm just going to do the front belt, well, the belt that goes to the alternator belt, and then if that works out and the car warms up and I have heat and all that and the battery light goes away, I'm happy. So that's today. Alright, I broke it free. Whoever did this before, tightened that bottom bracket way too tight, so there was no movement in there. But now I can get this belt on, just like that. Alright, it wasn't easy because I guess whoever did this alternator before me broke the lower bolt that the alternator pivots on, and it's kind of loose. A little bit. It's not horrible, but I am going to make a bracket at some point that goes for at least from like this bolt right here to this one there. I don't know if you can see that. From that bolt right there to this, just to hold it from wiggling. And that belt is now on. It wasn't that bad, but it is kind of hard to work in that tight area. So I will have a fan again. I should at least. This is pretty good. Not too tight, not too loose. It's enough that I can move it with my hand. Twist it side to side, almost halfway. I could probably go a little looser, but I'm gonna leave it like that since this thing is kind of loose. Now I'm gonna tighten the power steering belt and start her up, and I should have the battery light all gone. It should charge the battery now, and my water pump should be activated because it wasn't before. So I'm gonna crawl under, tighten that power steering belt, and then I should be all set for this part of the video. Alright, so the car sounds good, but she's blowing a little bit of smoke. I'm hoping I didn't destroy or fuck up my head gasket when this thing went out. The belt went out, so it ran a little hot for a little while. So I'm gonna just run it and hopefully that clears up. But everything else seems cool. The fan is hitting one little thing right there, but can fix that too. But she sounds a lot better with this new belt on, with it tensioned properly. It sounds really good. Like I said, I'm just hoping this clears up. It is cold. You can see your breath. It's so cold out tonight. Well, today. So we will see. Alright, now to get this clutch installed. Alright, so she's here. The clutch is gonna get done hopefully within the next couple of days. I'm not doing it because it's wicked cold out and I don't want to do it outside. So this is where she rests, and we'll be back hopefully when this clutch is completely done with a new master cylinder, a new slave cylinder, and everything nice and bled and done right. So, alright, I'll see you soon. Alright, she is all set. The clutch is replaced. I now have a SPEC stage 3 clutch. Made it to the M20. I'm keeping the stock M20. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last video. But it is driving a lot better. I don't have pulsating in the clutch anymore. Throw this in here. And yeah, no, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It's a firmer feeling clutch. That's what they advertise it as. I got it from Turner Motorsport, and it just feels better. It feels like it's actually, you know, driving how it should be driving. So yeah, man. When I tell you this thing feels cool, man, it's kind of small, but I like it. And I actually got floor mats too. Got some P2M, I believe the company's called. Checkered floor mats. Front and back. I actually dyed the carpet black as well. Yeah, this thing feels cool. We gotta take it on the highway and see how it does. Let's do it. I got zero tolerance. When I get home, I got it. So I was reading about the braking process, and most places I read from said like 500 miles of like city driving, easy driving. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do, just 500 miles, and hopefully that's enough to break this thing in. But it'll definitely be broken in before I boost this, because it's really not that fast and it's really not worth doing pulls in this thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on doing that. Work on breaking it in, driving it in traffic. It's a little aggressive, but it's not horrible, especially compared to the FRS. The FRS is a stage 4, and that thing is kind of tough. One thing I hate about this car, I don't hate it, but this thing is a fishbowl. You can see everything and everything can see you, so that's definitely gonna change soon as well.